allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, God, we come to you in the name of Jesus, Lord. We're thankful for this day. We're thankful for all that you do for us. We ask that you just bless this meeting tonight and give everybody wisdom. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
So, what, do we want to do minutes first? I think yeah. Bonnie, did you say that you had seen something?
I thought I'd seen something, but I can't find it now, so maybe it was the date she's talking about that I saw.
Oh, yeah, maybe, okay. Yeah, I didn't see anything going through it.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll
If no one
second.
has anything.
So,
Do we want to vote on them?
huh?
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
I just decided it was all in favor.
Well, I know, well, usually that, John Mullins says at the planning board, as soon as somebody seconds it, motion accepted.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was gonna say, so is it necessary to vote on that?
Well,
Yes.
yes, yes, but you're supposed to like, to have a first and a second, then you discuss it, if there's any discussion,
Right.
then you vote or whatever, but.
That's correct, Robert's rules.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to do the school budget first.
Yep.
So let's get the starter roll.
So I have a few questions on the school one. So how much was spent on the buses that they just used for field trips?
So that came out of the ESSER funds.
Yes, I know that.
Okay, this is my first
Yeah.
meeting, so bear with me.
Yeah.
here. I've only been to 2 school board meetings. Let's see, so the total for spring 2024 field trips, the estimated cost was $20,855. It's not broken down in here, how much of that was the buses.
Can we get it broken down?
Yep, I can email the superintendent's office and ask.
Thank you. And just because I'm going to be like this, I'm seeing all the pictures for the school on their field trips. Who paid for all the t-shirts for all the kids?
I don't know, I can find out.
I'd appreciate it, thank you.
Those t-shirts came in very, very handy, I will say, as a chaperone.
Yes, they did.
Especially in the aquarium when it's dark and you're looking for a bunch of little run around.
I agree, they're great, but also as a budget committee member, I'd like to know how they're being funded. So, yes, I think they're nice to have them all in matching bright shirts, but still.
Comment? The last I knew from the last school board meeting I went to, ESSA was paying for all of that, and the parents were paying for the rest.
The rest as in what?
There was a fee to the kids, to the parents, is that correct?
No, it's in favor.
They didn't do that.
No.
Okay, that was their intention to do that.
So the field trips were fully funded for everybody who went.
Yeah.
So it's probably ESSA.
Right?
The buses were nice.
And they were.
Yeah, I mean, they were taking limo buses. I think that's pretty extravagant for a little town Middleton.
More questions, Lonnie?
I'll be nice.
Coming back from the kindergarten and driving to Boston. I'll say that.
With Boston,
Very.
oh, awesome. I think we should have the choice for someone.
Hmm,
Absolutely.
and somebody else's son.
I'm gonna do that. I'm going to Portugal for their
I'd rather see that than
Absolutely.
some stupid light or sign or that doesn't get used.
How about a school bus that we need?
Oh, there's grants for that.
Well, and there's a fund for that, is there?
Yeah, and there's a fund for that.
And we did a lot for some of the ESSER funds for our replacement bus.
Yes. But $20,000 for field trips is a
For the
lot
whole-
of money.
But you know what, I would say this, it was for the entire school, and some of these trips, some of these kids will never see some of the places that they got to go to.
Granted, but there's fundraising that they can do and stuff instead of, you know, I mean, $20,000 is still a lot of money to spend on field trips.
I don't know where that,
I don't,
wherever here.
yeah, I mean, but I think for an entire school, I think when you say $20,000 for an entire elementary school to go on a field trip and be bused and pay for, I mean, for myself, Ben, and John to go to the aquarium, it's almost $200. I mean, you're talking about $40 a ticket, and then
And I'm still
$50,
saying,
$60.
my family didn't get to go,
Yeah.
you know?
Really, are you really gonna pay the, are you get to go so nobody else gets to go?
Alright.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying $20,000 is a lot of money to spend on field trips.
I'm glad I
Very-
didn't go on
Okay.
to see them.
So,
Yep.
any
Tyler,
questions
my
on the
opinion.
school budget itself? Well, no, because this is end of May.
Oh, it's good, yeah. I can't see them with my glasses on.
I should have started with the 5 points. Does it show how much they have left?
Yeah, I'm wrong, about to,
Is
for in total, 87%.
is that what rate card?
What is,
They're on the regular, they're off of that.
oh, okay, never mind.
Actually under for,
So does that cover for summer, so will that cover for the 3 weeks of summer school?
What?
So that they're at 87.45%?
Summer school's not in this budget, summer school's coming out of ESSER.
Oh,
You almost had that answer. You were on it, I saw it. It's all right.
so there's, what about extended learning? Because there's, the extended learning, that comes up with this budget too, correct? So that, because there's summer school.
qualify for the extended learning, yes.
And you guys aren't expecting to go over at all?
They can't go over budget.
Well, or, this is true, but you never know.
They just
There's
won't be,
like
able-
some
they won't be
houses-
able to fund the warrant articles at the
Right.
end, because that's where the money comes from, is any leftover funds goes towards paying the warrant articles in the order that they're there.
So they're shooting that they'll be able to fund those.
They wouldn't answer that question at the school board meeting. I asked it. I asked it and they didn't answer.
Now, the new principal, do you know if he's being hired at the same amount as the old principal, or?
I don't know those details.
Did they announce that when they hired him at the hiring? Were you there yet? Was it-
Yeah.
Is that one or two?
That's, I mean, you should, I mean, we can ask what
Yeah.
the
Can
incoming
you ask
salary is.
what
of
his
the
salary is?
principal.
Thank you.
I would think it's less, but I don't know.
Because he comes with a lot more experience than that did.
Right, that's why I was wondering.
So we lost the principal, we have to do it.
They announced Cat was leaving back in March, I think, and then they did the hire, like the interview in April. Any other school questions? For the town, we should be roughly just under 42% through the end of May.
What did you say?
42%.
Oh, 42, I thought you
Yeah.
said 22, and I'm like, that can't be right.
No, that would be
42,
really
okay,
bad.
no, I feel better when you said that now.
Yeah, no, it's 42. So, Roxanne,
Yeah,
I noticed, just about every single salary line is just a little bit over.
yeah, and I think that has to do because of the salary, because pay periods, our first pay period was January.
Your first pay was January 4th, so
Yeah.
that should be moved back to 23.
Right, and I have to, and I asked him about that, and so I need to follow back up, because depends on how the but it depends on what was reported for W-2s.
Okay.
So, and
Okay.
because I asked, I says, was that reported in the W-2s? Because if it was, then we can pull it back, but if not, we have to keep it. So, but it has to do with that first pay period,
Yeah,
fairly certain.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
I'm sorry, so she said if it's on the W-2,
Then then it'll go back to 2023. But if it
even
isn't,
though it was a 2023, it's not, so if it wasn't on the W-2, 2023 wasn't on, that wasn't reported?
I don't know, that's what I need to find out, because if it's on the 2023 W-2, then I think we can put it back to 2023. But I mean, if it wasn't, then we want to include it in the 2024, because it has to be it has to be, however it was reported for the W-2 is where we want it to be.
Well, but they're bi-weekly, so their first paycheck
Yeah,
was until
it's,
January 4th.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, January 4th,
Got it.
even though, yeah, January 1st was what that's Sunday, but. The computer support's already at 50%. Is that just for, IT? Is it just IT that comes out of that?
I can find out. Oh,
What
well,
line is
I
that?
was gonna say, if you have
Oh,
the
sorry.
detailed stuff, you could see.
Oh, yeah. Never mind, probably.
No, that's all right. It could be.
It's 4137. Oh, yeah, certified computers. I wonder if it's that. That first payment that we did.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause it's two things in January.
yeah, so it could be, and it's a small enough amount that it could push it to, it's at 50, like it's like the chip. the
Like
big
one more
years.
payment more than what it's supposed to be.
And we can check that as well.
I foresee ZBA legal going over.
I have
What's that?
another question for you, Roxanne.
Sure.
415530,
The employee 401K?
but yeah, that's not the.
Oh,
employee
no, it's
401K.
not, she fixed it back, that's
Oh, okay.
police retirement, I don't
Okay.
know why that, it is police, because we did a deep dive on it on this. Sage is, not that user friendly. That is police retirement, I thought that was, I know I saw it was corrected last. Oh, yes, because if you look at your detailed report.
Yeah, on the detail, it's,
So,
it's police retirement, and then on that.
so this was
it's like-
probably printed before that one, or got corrected. I suspect.
What is that, like, what is it, just, employees retirement, what they pay, or what we pay?
No,
That's the
no, this
employer.
is the employer,
Oh, employer.
yeah, it's what the town pays. And I'm not sure if this includes the reversals that were gonna be happening.
It does, so it show, like, on the detail, it does show all that she went through and took out everybody that's not supposed to
Right,
be.
but I don't know, is it, does it match what's on, I gotta double check, because year to
Oh,
date
yeah.
46 seems pretty high to me, so.
Yeah, I don't know when.
I'm
she-
gonna go back, I'll double check that, but I know that, because she reached out to Jen and Autumn and said, can she do just one entry per month instead of having to do like 6?
Individual,
And
yeah.
Jen was okay with that, so that we were happy about that, but yeah. 4215.
Oh, one?
Medical supplies?
Is it, yeah, medical supplies, but it's AT&T mobility.
It's, I would say it's whatever they give us to, the bills that they give over and they tell the code, so I can have a double check.
I was just
So you
wondering-
must be looking at the detail report?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I was looking at air gas too out of there, and I
Yeah.
think if it's anything to do with air gas or AT&T, you would think it's under contract services.
yeah,
But I
I
could be
know.
wrong.
No, and that's just
Obviously.
based off of, they put the
Yeah.
account,
No.
they tell us what account they want it charged to when they're live, but I can
Yeah.
certainly ask about it. 4215.
I'm sorry, 4215. I don't know.
Oh, one.
Is that for your iPad?
Oh,
I think that might be for their iPad.
I don't know, I can ask, but I mean, I'll ask what it is, and if that's the line that they truly want it, that should be. In the air gas too, I'll ask
I
about it.
believe your iPad is on AT&T.
Because that's who does the first responder.
yeah, that should be fun. I mean,
Well,
they
they
can
have
go
a-
wherever they want, but I didn't want to being over on their night.
And they have a.
And they do get their budget each month to look at to see if they want to question,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Peter Chicken still with us?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. She's still hanging in there.
Good. And then on line 431101, the road agent salary, what's the 357 when he gets with his normal salary?
That's probably, so I asked about that. That's like, I believe that's, I want to double check that, because I'm like, why is there 2 entries? So I think if they get overtime, what month are you specifically asking?
Well, I would do,
My
January.
So my understanding is the reason is because it's other pay than their base pay. So it's overtime. Yes, it's overtime, because overtime's a separate line in the highway department.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. So one is for their regular salary, and then the second one is going to be the overtime pay, because it hits 2 different account lines. It should.
No, it's under a road agent salary, and it's exactly the same, 357, so that's kind of weird, it's overtime.
Well, let me check. It could be,
Yeah, on
well,
four.
it could be, I'll check on that.
Okay.
I don't want to speculate.
Well, for their health insurance, did you guys have to?
No, but that
or
wouldn't
kind
be,
of-
I can actually go look at one of his page
Yeah,
subs after this, and
I was just wondering.
it'd be easy enough to look at.
Not saying this is
Nope. Well, let me just write it, because I think, if you look, I think you'll see that down in the, you might see that down in the, for highway full-time as well. You'll see 2 different,
Yep.
so let me look at those. And I know what the answer is, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head, so.
All right, no.
and I see it's in the overtime line, so what I think I told you was misinformation, that's why I'm gonna double check and see what that like 357 is, along with like what the full-time is too.
If there's holiday pay.
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
not salary?
No.
He's not salary.
No,
Okay,
no,
sorry.
you're right, thank you.
It's holiday pay.
Well,
Look at that. We got
thank you.
On February first, is holiday pay?
Yeah, because it
Oh,
comes,
bi-weekly, so if you get a holiday in that month, so you get
and yeah, January would have had, it one, you have the Martin Luther King, and you had the,
February, had that, okay.
well, you had the
President's Day.
New Year's Day, and then you had Martin Luther King. And then 2/1 was Martin Luther King probably. No, Martin Luther King is 118. 2/1, I have to take a look at that one, but yeah. 2/29. I'll double
Is
check
that
it
sick
anyway.
time or?
No, it's like Sarah says, it's holiday, but I'll just double check those anyways for those.
How much does he get now? You know?
Off the top of my head, I
No.
don't know. Well, take his base pay, oh, well, no, take a week that doesn't have like that extra money there.
Well, it all
Well,
comes out
that's
to
taxes out anyway, so.
No, that should be, no, that 2856 would be his, 2856 would be his regular pay.
Yeah, that's before taxes.
Yeah.
And that's $8.
Yeah.
26 divided by, hold on.
Yeah, because the 2499 is a good 70, but like the salary of the 28.
I think it's like 30.
570?
Yeah, that sounds about right. But I can confirm.
Okay.
I can find out, that's fine.
Perfect.
Because the new car was base pay was the same thing, I didn't increase in the account. That's, and if you go down, you're gonna see the increase. No, it's 20, if you take the 2856.
No, it's 3570, I got it.
Yeah,
I was
but
just
then-
saying,
But then you go later on, you're gonna see an increase because of the 3% increase for this year. And I believe that's what, so if you go down like that 411, that 565, 66, that's probably like the retro, maybe, okay? Maybe. But I will confirm all of that.
okay.
How often is the drug testing done?
It's random, it's through a company, and so it gets random, you know, might get pulled once a quarter if lucky, and then it's whoever. It's done through, Winnipesaukee Drug
Yeah.
Consortium, and so we might get someone pulled for the quarter, we might not, and that comes over to Kim, and then if we get random selection, whoever it is, she's got time, they gotta go in.
Right, so,
I think Dan said he had back-to-back
He
ones.
did.
yeah, is because there's only $100 left in that budget.
Right, so.
Is there a better way to plan ahead for budgeting?
Well, depends,
Is
so
there
then it
a-
also depends on what you get pulled for. So you could get pulled for alcohol and drugs, or you can just get alcohol or just drugs. So the alcohol and drugs is more than just the alcohol or just the drugs.
Right.
So, I mean, so the worst case scenario, I think, because I've never seen two people be pulled at this, in a quarter. The worst case scenario is you're gonna get somebody pulled every quarter, and then they're gonna have to go for both. So that would be what you would wanna budget is the high, say it's $200, I don't know if that's right. Say it's $200, so you'd say 200 times the 4 quarters, so you're gonna $800, but.
So we under budgeting, basically, you kind of do that.
Well, and the cost may have went up after the budget happened as well, which is not unusual.
Is there ever a chance where they could do more than quarterly?
I don't think so, no, I think that's what, I don't know, when it puts, I mean, my understanding, like when Jim was in the program or whatever, it's just quarterly, and it's just randomly generated. Yeah, because Dan, I think, got picked for the first and second quarter.
Yeah, we did.
Well, it's not like there's much to pick from.
No, well, and again, you might not, because they're actually in a pool with however many other companies that they have, so, which makes it better, but I don't know what their full pool is.
I have a question. For outstanding checks, do we have a
Well, we haven't got there yet. See, you're telling me, we haven't got there yet.
We haven't got there yet.
But do we have 90-day or 6 months?
I
That check is not valid after such a time?
believe the checks say that void after 90 days, but I could be wrong. That would be a question for Kim would be able to answer that.
Danielle might be.
No, do they not say that?
They do, but the bank isn't the whole, and it's just to get the bank people in their back.
Depends on if somebody wants to be a stickler.
Stamp it, saying like, it's 5 years old, we're not taking it, but
Right.
I've seen check cash a year and a half.
Just curious.
Just because there are checks that go back to 23. Yeah, I saw that.
I just saw that,
Did that problem ever get fixed where, you remember, it was
yeah. Yeah, that's why there's only three checks.
But there was actually people that had cashed their checks,
No, they had.
supposedly.
They had.
Supposedly, and then they
That was
swore
all,
it down.
it's all been, yeah, so we're at the point now, if we're gonna jump to that, I don't know, so, I mean, right now, we have only 3 checks from 2023, and they're all from December, that have not been cashed.
Well, so, but if you look, is that the one from April?
Well, I got, so
Or-
that's April, and then
And then May,
May.
so I'm gonna, because then you have all of these
Oh, wait, oh,
after.
there's some more down here.
Yeah, so
Oh.
there's more than 3
Huh,
from
that is
23.
very odd. Where do those come from?
One of them is odd enough too, because it's a lawyer's office, I don't see them not cashing their check.
Well, when I find that, yeah,
So I don't know,
if that date, well, I'm curious to know if maybe that date is, I could follow up with Roy on that,
okay.
yeah, because that doesn't seem to be ordered, sorted in date order.
So is there a way that you guys can come up with like a policy of like after 90 days, if the check isn't cashed, like cancel the check and send? Because
Cross mine off.
I mean, I think, given that this is only our outstanding checklist, I think this is pretty good considering where we were
it's
before.
on this one.
I mean,
I'd be,
no, this is May, I believe, right, this is May?
yeah, May is one page.
And then this is April.
I would be curious to see what the outstanding checklist is from Sage. Like, compared to this.
Yeah, I'd be curious too, because, I mean, but I will follow up with Roy on that to double check.
Well,
on
maybe
those
like
dates.
consolidate, could you guys not go with like electronic
Hmm?
paying
What are you talking about? Say that
to
again?
like prevent that, like so like consolidate, like they don't have like online pay?
They probably do, but it's something you have to use the credit card for.
You mean like who, for
So like for
specifically?
consolidated communications, like those larger places that do like online pay,
ACHs,
where you,
called ACHs, but I'm not, what they got,
But Consolidated doesn't have that though. Most of those companies like Consolidated, Comcast,
but
they're not gonna have like an actual ACH one. It's gonna be a credit card.
well, no, not necessarily like an automated, but like you can online pay, like you say, oh, I owe you this much.
Right,
and
right. So I mean, yeah, so I can see your point on that, but like this consolidated was 5/28, so that's not even, we're 2 weeks out. That, they're not like to me, they're not like 6 months out.
Yeah.
They're gonna cash that check.
Yeah,
They're
no,
gonna.
no cash in the second.
I mean,
sure I
the ones
cashed
that we typically run into, other than these other ones, is
people.
employee.
Yeah.
And we really pushed to have them go to EFT, and a few have, and, so we continue to try and push that.
I'm pretty sure I've cashed mine, but I will check on that.
I was just thinking like anything that you could electronically, like online pay, just might make cleaner.
ACHs would be a lot easier, but I'm not sure that the town would actually be set up for that just because of the program that they use.
I'm not gonna lie, NHRS being on there kind of scares me because they will fee us if they're not paid. So,
Yeah, it's
I never seen it.
and it's $100, which is weird.
what?
And it's $100.
No.
This is the old one.
Oh, is that the old one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not on.
I got confused with the system.
There is one.
Sorry, I'm not
Is that NHS?
Never mind, don't worry about $100.
Well, there's that one, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because usually they'll be calling and, yeah.
So you would have gotten slapped with a fee on it with that one.
Yeah.
They like to do that. They're quick.
They sure do.
So, I'm just trying to figure out how we still have budget, or what else we have.
I do have a question for you though, Roxanne, for
Yeah.
the patriotic line.
Yeah,
4 and
we
5.
bought a bunch of flags.
Is that, okay, and that's like a once a
Yeah.
year thing, right? We
Yeah,
don't buy
and they
anything
needed,
else
yeah,
for
they
that.
needed more flags than, what was in the budget for.
That, I'm sure that a lot of them will be replaced anyway.
Yeah, I think that's it, more needed to be replaced than they anticipated, and, yeah.
I'm good. You guys good? Anybody have any other questions? Anybody?
Well, I don't know, I'm waiting for it. I think Sarah might be asking if anybody else has any.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody had any questions, anything else they want to discuss?
So I'll just say, so my takeaways, I have a few of them here, is find out about the pay, first pay, find out about the computer support, find out about the AT&T mobility, airgas, make sure that's what the line they wanted to come out. I'm gonna look at those entries that are in the salary to make sure that's what they are. And I'm gonna ask Roy about the outstanding checks.
Okay,
Is there
yeah,
anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. If there is, just email me,
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have anything else for that. Next month's meeting, I'm okay with not having it.
I'm gonna go back to.
Usually skip July, I think.
Yeah, so,
I'll make a motion to skip July for our next budget meeting and resume back in August.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Second it?
Me, Christine.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good.
Okay, so the date would be,
August 19th.
August 19th.
Yep. It's already all posted. No other business from anybody?
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 7:10.
All second, all in favor? Aye.